Good morning. This is White Raptor News Ministry. We're here at Joshua chapter 20. This is a really short chapter, so I'm going to do a little show and point out some inconsistencies to our slave masters after I'm done with this reading. Joshua chapter 20, cities of refuge. Then the Lord said to Joshua, "Tell the Israelites to designate the cities of refuge as I instructed you through Moses, so that anyone who kills a person accidentally and unintentionally may flee there and find protection from the avenger of blood." Well, let's see. Accidentally and unintentionally kills a person. There are accidents that do occur. You could drop a tool on a skyscraper and bust somebody's head wide open and accidentally kill them. But in an accident, I don't understand why you'd have to flee if it was unintentional. Possibly because maybe the family itself would want to cause you harm because you killed their child. Whatever the circumstances may be, there's a place that you must flee. When they flee to one of these cities, they are to stand in the entrance of the city gate and state their case before the elder of that city. Then the elders are to admit the fugitive into their city and provide a place to live among them. If the avenger of the blood comes in pursuit, the elders must not surrender the fugitive, because the fugitive killed their neighbor unintentionally and without malice aforethought. They are to stay in the city until they have stood trial before the assembly and until the death of the high priest who is serving at the time. Then they may go back to their home in the town from which they fled. Well, do you think anything have changed for those family members that you may have accidentally killed somebody? So they set apart Kadesh in Galilee in the hill country of Naphtali, Shechem, and the hill country of Ephraim, and Kiriath Arba, that is Hebron, in the hill country of Judah, east of the Jordan on the other side from Jericho, from designated Bazar in the wilderness on the plateau, in the tribe of Reuben, Ramoth, in Gilead, in the tribe of Gad, and Golan, in their Bashan, in the tribe of Manasseh. Any of any of the Israelites or any foreigner residing among you who killed someone accidentally could flee to the designated cities and not be killed by the avenger of blood prior to standing trial before the assembly. Very short, like I said. I just want to show you a real quick picture. This picture here, look. You got a reflection here. And then look at this right here. And then the shadow of this joker here. None of these shadows make sense. You got a shadow that's turning to the left from your lunar, which, by the way, that's why they call it loon. A loony, a Looney Tune, the Looney Tunes. See, all Looney Tune is indoctrinating our children. When you really watch Looney Tunes, yeah, it's supposed to be cute and funny and everything, but they're still beating the shit out of each other. They're causing harm. They're being mean. It's not love. It's not tenderness. It's not kindness. It's all indoctrination. So you have this one here that I would say is probably like at about 10:30. 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, right? That's about 10, 9:30, 10 o'clock. And then you have this guy here, down here where his shadow's at what? Like 7 o'clock, huh? Right? So what I'm showing you is you have different shadow figures going in different directions. All right? There's no more hiding this garbage, folks. The moon landings are fake. Okay? The biggest 3 lies that have ever been told on the face of the earth, counting from 3 backwards, is that we've been to the moon, is the biggest lie. Number 3, that the earth that we live on is a spherical globe flying through space at unfathomable shots. And the number one biggest lie ever told, in the history of this country, that this joker here is God. Jesus is not God. This is the God that wants you to eat his flesh and drink his blood. Okay, that's a vampire. Don't take that fucking piece of bread and drink that wine. Okay? Don't do it. I've taken communion and I repent for it. I really truly have a contrite heart for breaking that bread and taking it. So, you got to get right, man. Hope you enjoyed it. Keeping it short, very small, quick and to the point. All praise and glory to the Supreme Spirit, the one you can't see, that's not created in an image. That God on the sixth day created a man in his image. That God on the sixth day created a man in his image. That God on the sixth day is something that is used. That God on the sixth day is a plural of Eloah, and it's something that is used. May you all find the truth. This is White Raptor News Ministries.